इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम चले नीच रास्ते पे हमसे, हम चले नीच रास्ते पे हमसे, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, प्लीज सिंग, ऑल शुड सिंग लाउडली, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, दुर्ज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, दुर्ज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे, हर बुराई से बच के रहे हम, हर बुराई से बच के रहे हम, जितनी भी दे भली जिंदगी दे, जितनी भी दे भली जिंदगी दे, बैर होना किसी का किसी से, बैर होना किसी का किसी से, भावना मन में बदले की होना, भावना मन में बदले की होना, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम चले एक रास्ते पे हमसे, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, हम ना सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ना सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचे कि यहाँ क्या है अर्पण, हम ये सोचे कि यहाँ क्या है अर्पण, फूल खुशियों के बांटे सभी को, फूल खुशियों के बांटे सभी को, सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुबन, सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुबन, अपनी करुणा का जल तू बहा के अपनी करुणा का जल तू बहा के कर दे पावन हर एक मन का कोना, कर दे पावन हर एक मन का कोना। इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता। मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। हम चले रस्ते पे हमसे, हम चले रस्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। So we sang a small prayer, Hindi prayer to the Lord. Don't disturb yourself, be peaceful only, be calm. Don't make your mind once again disturb. Be absorbed, be focused. That we are asking the Lord, please give us the power, empowerment, that we walk on the right path. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता. And then our mind, our confidence in life, in our self does not become less. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना. By nature, human beings commit mistakes. We do mistakes. But if we get the empowerment from the Lord, then we can be without mistakes. We cannot commit mistakes. By nature, human beings commit mistakes. But if Lord empowers us, we will be saved from committing mistakes. That is the thing. And then we have so much misconceptions. We have so many wrong ideas about life, society, the world. We have so much agyan, ignorance is there, agyan. We don't know what is the world, what is our life. We think life means body only. Life means body. खाओ पियो मजा करो, eat, drink, enjoy. No, that is animal life. Simply thinking about the body pleasure. That is animal, birds, other species of life. They have such mindset. खाओ पियो मजा करो, eat, drink, enjoy. Only body. But human beings can have the higher understanding, higher living, higher thinking, that body is not our real self. Physical body made of flesh and bones is only like a vehicle. Is only like a vehicle. Body is like a vehicle which has been given to us in our journey of life. Our physical bodies can be called as a vehicle given to us for our journey of life. Please pay attention. and try to understand. If you know these basic things, I am sure your life will be easy, comfortable, happy, and satisfying. Satisfying. Fulfilling your heart. That experience we have got in our life, that the satisfaction which we never got in our marks, in our position, in our percentage, in our awards, that satisfaction we experienced by some spiritual understanding of life. One is physical understanding, material understanding of life, and one is higher spiritual understanding of life. That life is not something like a material object, that is body. Life is beyond body, our mind, our intelligence, our egos. Life is beyond this. Life is above this. Our body, we have the experience that is always changing. Physical body is always changing from the day one of our life. Body cells keep changing each moment. Some cells are dying, some cells, new cells are born, taking birth, getting born. Inside our body, cells are always changing. Means our body is always growing. We say growing means changing physically. If you see your photos, first photo of your life, first photo of your body, birthday photo, small, your long back, that photo. You see now and today's photo, if you compare, you will see that body has changed a lot. Body has changed a lot. But you don't feel that I am not the same person. You feel I am the same person who was in the lap of mother, long back. I am the same person. Even your mother, your father, your elders feel the same thing. That the person in the body who was born and the person now in the body is the same. That is the experience of all. That even though our physical body made of flesh and bones is always changing with time, but as a person, as an individual, we don't change. We are the unchanging individual in the body who wants to live for all time. We all want to live for all time. Not just living, we all want to have happy life. We all want to have healthy life. We all want to have young life, young, full of energy, enthusiasm. Nobody wants to become old, nobody wants to become diseased, and nobody wants to die. It's all our experience, our feeling that we all want to live for all time. Please understand why. Body will not last for a long time. Body is changing, body is growing, body is becoming old year by year. We say in English, I am this many years old. If somebody asks you your age, you say, I am 15 years old, I am 19 years old, I am 20 years. We say old. Nobody says, I am 10 years young. Nobody says. We say, I am 10 years old. What does that mean? That means that from the day we are born, we are becoming old day by day. Even doctors says that newborn baby, this baby is 2 days old, 1 day old, ऐसा बोलते हैं. Doctors speak like that. this baby is this man is old. Nobody says young. Why? The definition of old age. The definition of old age is given by the proximity to death. By the proximity to death. Those who are near death, they are called as old people. Those who are close to death, near death, they are known as old people. And the fact we are born, we have got these physical bodies, death is there next to us with birth. Two sides of the coin. Now we say head and tail cannot be separated. In the same way, for the body, from the time it is born, death is there, close to us. That's why all our age is told in terms of old age. I am this much years old. Because we all are always near death, close to death. We don't know how much time we have in our life. That does not mean you become full of anxiety, you become depressed, you become negative. No. That's a small truth of life. That is the truth of life. We have to know and we have to accept. And we have to think about using our time for the best possible purpose. We should know the purpose of our life. No matter how much we live in the body, no matter. But whatever time we have is the most important, most precious, most valuable. Human life is the most valuable. If I tell you the value of human life, you will be shocked, you will be surprised that not just 1 year, not just 1 month, not just 1 week, 1 day, each minute, not just minute, each moment of human life. Each moment of human life is so valuable that all the wealth in the whole world cannot buy that moment of life. Please understand how much wealthy, how much rich we are. Human life is so valuable that even 1 moment is so great that you cannot buy that moment of life with all the wealth of the whole world. And if we use such valuable time of life just for small things, just to earn paper money, just to earn physical benefits, then we lose the opportunity. Our life's value has been given such a big way. Why? We can achieve the unending. Unending means unlimited. Unending pleasure. Unending fulfillment of the life in human birth. Because we have been given higher consciousness. We have been given higher consciousness. We have been given higher intelligence to know our real self. Animals, birds, insects, plants, all the species of life cannot understand, cannot know their real spiritual self. Real spiritual self. Animals, birds think that the body they have got is their self, is their real self. A dog will think he is a dog. A donkey will think he is a donkey. A crow will think he is a crow. But human beings can know that we are not the body, physical body made of flesh and bones. We are something higher than the body. When we come to mind, mind is our great power, great asset, great instrument. If we can know the science of mind, then all our problems of anxiety, tension, depression, lack of concentration, lack of focus will be solved. If we know that mind is our brake, mind is our brake to be applied on the senses. Like in a vehicle, there is a brake, and in a vehicle there are wheels. On which the vehicle runs, and the driver applies the brake on the wheels to check the speed. In the same way, in our journey of life, we have the body as a vehicle. Body is our vehicle. Our mind is the brake to apply on the senses. We have 10 senses. Mainly we have 10 senses. 5 are knowledge acquiring senses. You all know knowledge acquiring senses. Which are the nose, eyes, ears, tongue and skin. These are 5 knowledge acquiring senses. In Hindi we say Gyanendriya. And then we have 5 working senses. 5 working senses. Karmendriya. So our mind should apply the brake. The brake of mind should be applied on the senses. What to see, what not to see, what to speak, what not to speak, what to eat, what not to eat. Because this is important for life. Not like that you can eat anything, you can drink anything, you can do anything, you can watch anything. No. Always you will find 2 things. One is good thing, one is bad thing. We should have the intelligence to discriminate between good and bad, positive and negative, helpful and harmful, beneficial and loss. We should have that intelligence to discriminate between good and bad. So in our journey of life, body is a vehicle. Senses are our wheels on which body functions. Mind is the brake. The intelligence is our driver. We are not the intelligence. Intelligence also is our energy, Shakti, asset, and it is known as driver. Who will apply the brake of mind on the senses, will stop the senses from bad things, will engage the senses in good things, good activity. So intelligence should be strong enough, capable, strong enough to apply the brakes properly on right time on the senses. Mind on itself cannot apply the brake. Brake has to be applied by इंटेलिजेंस. बुद्धि से हमें अपना ब्रेक, मन का ब्रेक लगाना पड़ेगा. कहाँ पे? इंद्रियों पर. इंद्रियों पर संयम लाने के लिए टू हैव द सेंस कंट्रोल, टू हैव द सेंस कंट्रोल, इंद्रिय संयम, टू हैव द इंद्रिय संयम, सेंस कंट्रोल. आवर break of mind has to be applied by the intelligence. Yes, for the intelligence to be strong, it has to be given knowledge, the right knowledge. Knowledge will empower the intelligence or develop intelligence. Without knowledge, our intelligence becomes dull, not sharp. To have the sharp intelligence, it has to be given good knowledge, the right knowledge. What is that knowledge? That knowledge is given in our scriptures about life, about the real self, soul, and the Supreme Lord. So we saw that body is a vehicle, because body is changing always. So we are not the changing element in the body, we are separate from the body. Body is our vehicle, senses are our wheels, mind is our brake, intelligence is our driver. And who are we? We are the owner. We are the owner of the vehicle. We are the owner of the vehicle. Or you can say we are the passengers in the vehicle. Please sit properly. Sit properly. Short time we have. Sit properly. Be attentive. Don't speak. Don't disturb. Last girls, please pay attention. So, who are we? We discussed that we are not the physical body. We are not the restless mind. We are not the physical intelligence. We are not even ego. What is ego? Ego is our self-understanding, a self-identification. How do we identify ourselves? That is ego. We identify generally by our position, designation. That I am engineer, I am doctor, I am teacher, I am 10th class student, I am 12th class student. So we identify generally by our designation or position. But that also keeps changing. Our egos, our position, designation also keep changing. So we are the unchanging, eternal, deathless, birthless, divine spirit soul. Divine spirit soul. The part of God, the divine part of God. So, our real self is not physical body, not mind, intelligence, but divine spirit soul. In Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned by the Lord Himself. We can recite that one shloka. I will say first, and then you can repeat. Mama eva amsha jiva loke. Mama eva amsha jiva loke. Please sing. Mama eva amsha jiva loke. Mama eva amsha jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Mana shashrani indriyani. Mana shashrani indriyani. Prakriti sthane kashati. Prakriti sthane kashati. 1 second, we will recite. Mama eva amsho jiva loke. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Mana shastrani indriyani. Prakriti sthane kashati. So in this shloka, the Lord is saying that we all living beings in the whole universe are divine, holy spirit souls, and the eternal parts of the Lord. Mama eva amsha means part. Mama eva, Lord is saying, all living beings are my parts only. They are my people, my children. We all are God's children. So, Mama eva amsha jiva loke, in this universe, and jiva bhuta sanatana. How are these souls? They are eternal, immortal, deathless, birthless. Body is born, physical body is born, so body is destined to die or get vanished. But the soul is unborn, because soul is a part of God. God is unborn. God is unborn. God is always eternal, existing, Supreme Lord. So, all the living beings also, because they are parts of God, they also are unborn, birthless, deathless. See, and then what is our situation now? Please pay attention. What is our situation now? We are struggling hard. We are struggling hard. We are suffering a lot. Why? Because of senses, five senses and mind. Mind is known as the king of the senses. Mind is known as the king of the senses. We say sixth sense. Sixth sense is our mind. So we are struggling hard in this world just to survive, just to exist, because we are having physical bodies. But if we understand that our real self is not the physical body, material body, our real self is the divine, spiritual part of God. Divine, spiritual part of God. Then, knowing our higher position, knowing our higher status, we will be in a position to develop our intelligence, to control our mind and senses in a better way. Many students ask, sir, how to focus in our studies, how to focus in our activity. Our mind is not peaceful. So we should know that we need to cultivate proper habits. We need to cultivate proper habits, lifestyle. Our food habits should be pure. All our habits should be pure. Our speaking should be pure. What we hear should be pure. What we read should be good, pure. So by having pure, good lifestyle, we can cultivate our mind, senses and intelligence in a positive way. Many times students ask, sir, please give us motivation, good motivation for study, for our exams, for our life. So I tell them, in Navodaya we get the guideline that our purpose of life, our purpose of coming to school should be, please pay attention, sit properly, sit straight, don't bend down. Our purpose should be learning. On Navodaya school gates it is mentioned, come to learn. What they say? Come to learn. So if we have the mood to learn the good things, to learn better things, you may learn sports, you may learn arts, you may learn music. You can focus on your hobbies along with the academics. Simply maths, simply physics won't give you joy. We need to cultivate our personal hobbies also. Personal hobbies. We need to understand our nature also. Our swabhava, nature. What do we like? What do we enjoy? So, knowing our nature helps us to develop our self life. So I tell the students that if we have the mood of learning of subjects, learning the new things, will be having joy. Don't expect about the marks, don't expect about the percentage, don't expect about the position. You will definitely get. If you study well, you will definitely get good marks, good percentage, and good position. But simply position, simply marks, percentage will not make you happy. What makes you happy? That the knowledge you acquire. The knowledge you acquire in the learning process gives you joy. Knowledge you acquire. So our focus should be on knowledge, learning process. And while learning, yes please, last 5 minutes I will speak, then we will have question answer. Question answer will do something, interactions. Last 5 minutes I am speaking now, please pay attention. So, why learning? Simply for earning money? No, that is a small motivation. Money is a small motivation if you have higher goal, higher purpose. What is that? Navodaya Samiti has given that also guideline. What is guideline by Navodaya Samiti? After learning, go to serve. शिक्षार्थ आइए, सेवार्थ जाइए. So when you think about service, seva, contribution, some contribution for society, you will have the satisfaction that we have taken so much from Navodaya schools, we have taken so much from society, from the country, we have taken so much. So we must be grateful. We must be thankful to the school, teachers, society that we have been given a good education, we have been given good facilities in school. So we use our learning, we use our knowledge for some good service of society. Nowadays we see in society there are so many serious problems. If you think about problems of society, one problem, big problem is intoxication. People are becoming victims of addictions. People are becoming victims of harmful addictions. Smoking, bidi, cigarette, chewing tobacco, gutka, drinking liquor. Even in Kerala we see that people are becoming victims of easy money making. We see so many places, people are selling the lottery tickets. Literally, all the bus stations, all the railway stations, even roads, people are selling lottery tickets. See, when you work hard and get some money, you will be happy. If you don't work, simply hope to get money by lottery, you will become lazy, you will become useless. It happens because one becomes so much addicted to easy money making that one loses all the habit of working hard. And they depend on lotteries, and somehow if they get some money sometime, then they become hooked for the whole life. They'll hope to get next time, and they will lose all their money because it's a part of gambling. It's a serious problem in Kerala that people are depending on lotteries. They are not doing their hard work. Many people, so losing their money also, their mind also, peacefulness. So, second problem is hatred. We say dvesha, hatred among societies, among people, based on small differences. If we accept one Lord, one God, who is the mother, father of all living beings, we all are the parts of same God. We all are one family. We say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. What we say? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That whole universe is one family. Why? Because God is the common mother, father, source of all living beings, all the universes. So students, one more problem in society is corruption. Why corruption? Because people are greedy. They are not satisfied in their life. Lobha. They become victims of greed, and then they earn money by wrong practices, corruption. But when we understand that our life is for service. Last 1 minute I am speaking now, I will then end my topic. Last 1 minute, please pay attention. If we know that our life is for service, some contribution, then that mood will give you satisfaction, fulfillment. You will be happy, and definitely if you do some good service, you will get money also, good position also, all things you will get. But simply thinking about money, even if you get money, you will never be satisfied. That's our experience in society. Okay, so I will stop now. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can ask me. You can stand up and ask any doubt, any question. Comments also. If you have any comments to share, we welcome the comments also. Yes, please. Don't talk now. Keep quiet. Silence. Attention. Please keep quiet or sit properly. आप लोग ऐसे बैठे जैसे दुकान में बैठे हैं. थोड़ा नीचे बैठना आसान नहीं है. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, आदत नहीं है बैठने की नीचे. Girls are more peaceful than students, boys. That I can see. That they are sitting quite better than the boys. They have much more good habits. Their conduct is very good. That is seen. Any questions? Any doubts? If you have. Yes, please in the mic. Please speak in the mic. Don't speak there in groups. You can come here, ask question, give a comment. So I will summarize the whole talk. What we discussed, we will summarize in short. That we discuss about the basic life science. What is our life? Our biology simply focuses. Keep quiet, pay attention. Don't become fools and lose your sense. Keep the sense alive. See, so difficult to keep quiet, to listen, to try to understand. So difficult. Because somewhere we are missing the life science in modern education system. Our biology is simply speaking about body parts. Animal body parts, animal body study, human body study or plant study. In our biology, nothing about mind, nothing about intelligence, nothing about ego. We have egos. Egos are two. One ego is false ego, one is real ego. Real ego means to consider oneself what we are. हम जो है समझना स्वाभिमान या सच्चा अभिमान, और जो हम जो नहीं हैं, to consider oneself that which we are not is known as मिथ्याभिमान, false ego. And nowadays people show false ego only. जो नहीं है वो दिखाते हैं. and nothing about the soul, nothing about the God. That's why our intellectual development, our life development is not happening. We are simply focused on atom, molecules, chemicals, and nothing about our real self. So we are finding it difficult to have mind control, sense control, to be happy and satisfied. We are becoming more and more restless. So we discuss about basic life science, that we are not the physical body which is changing all time. We are not the mind, we are not the intelligence. We are divine, eternal spirit souls, part of God. And I gave you example to understand. We compared our life with a journey. I compared our life with journey. That we have vehicle. Body is our vehicle. Body is our senses, our 10 senses. 5 knowledge acquiring senses and 5 working senses. 10 senses are our wheels. Our mind is brake. Mind is brake. What is our intelligence? What is our intelligence? Intelligence is our driver. Intelligence is our driver, which will apply the brake on the senses. What to see, what not to see. What to do, what not to do. That is a function of intelligence, discrimination between good and bad. And last I said, we are the owner. We are the owner or passenger in the vehicle of our body. We should know where from which place we have come. We should know in journey. हम कहाँ से निकले हैं, हमें कहाँ जाना है. हमें पता होना चाहिए हम कहाँ से निकले हैं, हमें कहाँ जाना है. आज लोगों को ये पता नहीं है दुनिया में कहाँ से आए, आगे कहाँ जाना है, ये नहीं पता है. केवल सोचते हैं खाओ पियो मज़ा करो, ये सोचते हैं. खाते हैं पीते हैं मज़ा लेते हैं, लेकिन सुख नहीं पाते, समाधान नहीं पाते. समाज का अनुभव है, क्योंकि जो जीवन का सुख है, जीवन का सुख इस शरीर में नहीं है. जीवन का सुख मन में नहीं है, जीवन का सुख बुद्धि में नहीं है, जीवन का सुख आत्मा में है. तो आत्मा का सुख कहाँ है? आत्मा का सुख परमात्मा के साथ है, भगवान के साथ है. यदि हम एक समझ में आए, यदि हम एक बात समझेंगे, क्या बात? कि हम सभी भगवान के नित्य सनातन अंश है, हम भगवान के बच्चे हैं. और जो बोलते ना, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो. आगे क्या बोलते हैं? तुम्ही हो साथी, तुम्ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सिवा तुम्हारे, दया की दृष्टि सदा ही रखना, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही. देखिए, यदि हमें समझेंगे कि भगवान अपने माता है, भगवान अपने पिता है, भगवान अपने सखा बंधु साथी सहारा है, तो हमें शक्ति आएगा, बुद्धि का विकास होगा, मन प्रसन्न होगा, मन शांत होगा, अपने इंद्रियों पर संयम होगा, काबू होगा, और जीवन का जो समाधान है हमें मिलेगा. तो हमने बताया कि जीवन क्या है? अपनी यात्रा है. जीवन अपनी यात्रा है. हमें पता होना चाहिए हम कहाँ से निकले हैं, हमें कहाँ जाना है. जो अपने शास्त्र हैं, स्क्रिप्चर्स, ऑल आर होली बुक्स स्क्रिप्चर्स, शास्त्र बताते हैं कि हम सभी भगवान से आए हैं. हमें अंत में भगवान के पास जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो अपना गांव है. जैसे आप लोग आए हो, यू ऑल हैव कम हियर इन स्कूल. आप लोग कहाँ से आए हो? आप अपने गांव से आए, घर से आए. व्हेन यू गेट वेकेशन, आपको जब छुट्टी मिलती है, आप कहाँ जाते हो? यू गो बैक टू योर होम्स. यू डोंट हैव एनी एंग्जाइटी. आपको चिंता नहीं होती है मैं कहाँ जाऊँ, कैसे जाऊँ, क्यों जाऊँ. Because you know your happiness is in your विलेज, इन योर हाउस, इन योर होम, वैसे ही अपने जीवन का भी है। हम जीवन में आए हैं थोड़े समय के लिए, यदि पता होगा हम भगवान से आए हैं तो हमें जाने के लिए चिंता नहीं होगी। विल बी हैप्पी टू गो बैक होम, बैक टू गॉड इफ़ यू नो इट। तो भगवत गीता जो है, जितने भी वेद है, वैदिक साइंस, यू ऑल नो वैदिक मैथ्स इन द सेम वे। Vedic maths is a small part of Vedic science. All the Vedic sciences, the essence is Bhagavad Gita. We sang one shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Mamayo amsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana mana shashrani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. That Lord is telling in Bhagavad Gita, we all belong to Him. Our happiness will be with Him. So my last point will be that if we understand, if we know that we have big connection, we have the very important connection, very divine connection with the Lord, Supreme Lord, then we can access His powers, His blessings, and empower yourselves with the positivity, happiness and joy of life. I wish you all the best. Thank you all. Any questions, comments? Nothing? I hope you understand. You understood whatever small message I had to give you. Today, one day I am in the campus. If you want to personally meet me, ask or say anything, you can contact me. Okay? Thank you all. Wish you all the best.